Let's talk about something we all just expect to work until it doesn't. Our home's comfort. That feeling of walking into a cool house on a hot day. But why does it feel like a constant struggle to keep things just right? We've all been there, right? The AC dies on the most blistering day of the summer, or the heat goes out during a polar vortex. It always feels so random and unfair. But what if it's not random at all? What if there's a pattern? Well, here's the thing. Keeping your home at the perfect temperature isn't just a setting on a thermostat. It's an active, relentless battle. Every single day, your HVAC system is fighting a quiet war against a whole bunch of invisible forces trying to mess things up. And here's the crazy part. The biggest enemy in this fight? It's probably not the age of your system or some random broken part. Nope. The real culprit is your local environment, the world happening just outside your front door. Okay, first on the list, temperature swings. You know, basic physics. Things expand when they get hot and shrink when they get cold. Now imagine your entire HVAC system, from the big metal ducts to the tiny electronic parts, constantly being stretched and then squeezed, day in and day out. All that stress, it really adds up. Then you've got something you probably never even think about. Geological stress. That's right, the actual ground your house sits on can be working against you. Some types of soils swell up with moisture and then shrink when they dry out, and that movement can shift your entire foundation. And finally, there's just the straight-up atmospheric assault. This is more than just hot and cold. We're talking about a full-on physical attack. High winds bending fan blades, hailstones putting dents in your outdoor unit, and leaves and dust getting sucked in, literally choking your system from the inside out. All right, let's make this real. To see how this all plays out, we're going to take a look at a perfect case study. Kearney, Missouri. This is a place where that environmental battle is on full display, year after year. I mean, just look at this wild swing. In the summer, you've got brutal, sticky heat that feels like 105 degrees. A few months later, it's sub-zero. A single HVAC system is expected to handle that insane range. The mechanical whiplash is just immense. And you can draw a straight line from the local environment to common system failures. That brutal summer heat, it kills compressors. The constant back and forth temperature swings, they lead to cracked heat exchangers. And that shifting clay soil we talked about, it literally pulls the ductwork apart. And of course, storms just beat up the outdoor equipment. It's a perfect storm. Just let that quote sink in for a second. The type of dirt in your yard could be the real reason your house is so hot in the summer. When that shifting soil disconnects your ducts, you're not cooling your living room anymore. You're just paying a fortune to air condition your crawl space. Okay, I know this all sounds a little grim, but here's the good news. You are not helpless in this fight. It's time to open up the strategic playbook because there are absolutely things you can do to help your system win the war. First off, when you call in a professional, you should know what to expect. It's not magic. It's a simple, logical process. 1. A real diagnosis to find the actual root cause, not just patch a symptom. 2. A clear repair plan you approve. And 3. A follow-up to make sure it's actually fixed. No mysteries. And remember, the best defense is a good offense. This isn't just a chore list. This is your system's training regimen. Getting an AC tune-up in the spring prepares it for the summer marathon. A furnace check in the fall gets it ready for the winter freeze. Being proactive is what saves you from those miserable, expensive emergency breakdowns. Sooner or later, though, every homeowner faces the big question, do I repair this thing again, or is it time to replace it? Well, here's a great rule of thumb. If your system is ancient and needs constant fixing, or if a single repair is going to cost you more than half of what a brand new unit would, it's probably time to upgrade. And if you need some motivation, look at this number. That single issue, those disconnected ducts from the shifting soil, can waste up to 30% of the air you are paying good money to cool or heat. That's nearly a third of your energy bill just, poof, vanishing into the walls. So we've seen the story of a home in Kearney, Missouri, but now it's time to turn the camera around. What is the story of your home? It's time for you to become a detective and figure out what your specific environment is up to. So ask yourself these questions. What are your home's unique enemies? Are you battling salty coastal air that loves to rust metal, constant desert dust, or maybe tons of leaves and debris from heavy tree cover? Every location has a different battle plan. Because if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's the simple but powerful idea. Your HVAC system's biggest enemy isn't the clock, it's the map. How long it lasts has way less to do with its age and a whole lot more to do with where it lives. And that's what I want to leave you with. Now that you know what to look for, take a fresh look around your own property. What is your local environment secretly doing to your home when you're not paying attention? And what's your plan to start fighting back?